The world of skincare is filled with scammy, nonsensical products that are just there to take your money, waste your time on experiential theater without giving you too much bang for your buck. But there is one great product that is extremely cost-effective, probably the most cost-effective skincare product out there, and that is petroleum jelly, Petrolatum, white petroleum jelly, otherwise known as Vaseline, which is a brand name that first introduced the product to the market back in the 1800s, but now offers, in addition to petroleum jelly, other products that are not purely petroleum jelly, but based in it, so buyer beware. Petrolatum is produced in a refining of crude oil. After initial distillation, the remaining heavy residue is subject to addition, de-waxing, and de-oiling processes that wind up with the final product, which is the petrolatum that you're using in your cosmetic care or your skincare. These de-waxing and de-oiling and purification processes are employed to make sure you wind up with a pure product that is free of polycyclic hydrocarbons, which could lead to irritation, cancer, and other issues. So the product that you wind up with is considered pure white petroleum jelly of various grades, and it's considered to be non-irritating and safe to use on the skin. So what you end up with is a viscous, white, usually white-colored ointment that you can put to good use for multiple applications in skincare. But first, let's address a couple of myths regarding white petroleum jelly. First, petrolatum originates in petrochemicals, so it's toxic. Well, petrolatum does actually originate in petrochemicals. That's a hard fact. But through the de-oiling, de-waxing, and purification processes that the product goes through, the impurities are removed to the point where the product is deemed safe to use on the skin, meaning it's inert, it doesn't lead to irritation, it doesn't lead to carcinogenesis, as polycyclic hydrocarbons would. So petroleum jelly is safe to use on the skin, and very rarely does it lead to any problems such as irritation or other skin issues. Myth number 2, petrolatum clogs the pores and leads to acne. This is patently false. Petrolatum does not clog the pores, but that assumption comes from the physical properties of petrolatum, which is highly viscous and highly oily. The people who make those assumptions assume that comedogenicy is a function of viscosity and oiliness, meaning the thicker and the oilier the product is, the more acne it's going to cause. And that is simply untrue. Comedogenicity is a process that involves biochemical properties of the oil in question, specifically its relationship to inflammation and its effects on keratinocytic differentiation and other skin biological aspects. Petroleum jelly decidedly does not clog up the pores or lead to acne in most cases. I've yet to have seen a case where it does that consistently in my own practice. That being said, if you are experiencing some sort of a problem with petroleum jelly, it may not be the product for you. We'll discuss a vegan alternative to petroleum jelly in a short while. Myth number 3, petroleum jelly is flammable because it's a petrochemical. Well, mostly no. Petroleum jelly in its natural state is not highly flammable. You can put that to the test or look up some YouTube videos about people trying to light up petroleum jelly with a propane torch. Petroleum jelly does not light up easily. That being said, there are recommendations out there that claim that petroleum jelly should not be combined with high oxygen environment, such as in the cases of people with breathing problems, with lung problems, who are chronic oxygen supply. Those cases may actually lead to a more flammable situation, so do your research before using petroleum jelly in those situations. That being said, for most intents and purposes, petroleum jelly is not a highly flammable product. How does petroleum jelly work? Well, petroleum jelly is an occlusive, meaning it covers the skin or the area to which it's applied with an oily coat that protects it and helps it hold on to its water content. As a secondary effect, petroleum jelly can also act as a conditioner, meaning it softens and plumps the skin to which it's applied. And we'll talk about that in a moment. So let's review a few excellent applications for petroleum jelly. First and foremost, it is an all-purpose moisturizer. You can use petroleum jelly pretty much to moisturize any area of the body without fail. You can use it as a hair balm, you can use it as a face moisturizer, eyelids, lip balm. You can use it on the hands, on the fingers, on the cuticles, on the nails. You can use it on any area of the body, on the torso. You can use it on the genitals safely, and you can use it anywhere on the legs and on the feet. So it goes from head to toe. It's an excellent occlusive moisturizer with emollient or conditioning properties, so it can help soften the skin up in any area, in any case, and it works extremely well in the vast majority of cases. Petroleum jelly can act as a mucosal lubricant, meaning if you have dry nose with frequent nosebleeds, you can actually put a little petroleum jelly with a Q-tip up your nostrils and coat those nostril mucosal surfaces to decrease that fragility that leads to nosebleeds. It can also be used as a vaginal lubricant. Watch out for using it with latex condoms, as it may actually damage the latex and prevent the condoms from functioning properly. But petroleum jelly can act as an excellent vaginal and, by the way, penile lubricant to decrease dryness over those areas. Makeup removal can be done safely and effectively with petroleum jelly. Just throw out those micellar water bottles and those makeup wipes. They are highly irritating to the skin. Petroleum jelly can be used either on a cotton ball or on a dry makeup pad, or with your fingers, with your 2 index and middle finger. You can dab the petroleum jelly on the face, wipe the makeup off. It might take a few passes, but you will get it all off. And by the time you're done, you're going to end up with a very thin layer of protective, occlusive moisturizer on your skin. Unlike your other options for makeup removal, which are going to dry up your skin and potentially open it up to irritation. Petroleum jelly can be highly effective in wound care. If you have an open cut or a chronic wound, you can actually put petroleum jelly on the surface of those areas for immediate relief of discomfort in both the acute, meaning the immediate, and the chronic, meaning the long-term time frames. You can get relief of discomfort and allow for speedier recovery of those areas by covering up with petroleum jelly and covering the petroleum jelly with a non-stick pad. Those are excellent options to facilitate or to help in the process of healing. Obviously, if you're dealing with chronic wounds, see your board-certified dermatologist for additional management or see a wound care specialist, but do not take it out on your own. That being said, petroleum jelly can be your ally at home to treat the area in case you're uncomfortable, in case you want to give it a little extra boost. Petroleum jelly can work wonders for diaper rash and as a groin lubricant in both babies and adults, either active or disabled. It can prevent chafing and irritation by chemical or physical abrasion. It's an excellent lubricant and works extremely well in the skin folds. Petroleum jelly can be used as a conditioner for hair and for nails. Those can get very dry in many different people due to skincare practices or just naturally. And by applying petroleum jelly to the ends of the hair, either on the scalp or on the eyebrows or to nails, you can actually condition and soften those areas, making them less brittle, less fragile, and getting them in better shape so you can actually enjoy them more and not be as distracted. As far as weather conditioning goes, petroleum jelly is an excellent protectant from extreme cold temperatures. You can apply it to your face or to your hands. Any exposed areas that may suffer from cold injuries can be protected with petroleum jelly. It's an excellent way of mitigating frostbites and mitigating cold injuries in cold climates, and I highly recommend it for that purpose. Now, finally, as I mentioned earlier, petroleum jelly can be used as a skin softener or a conditioner, meaning it can actually plump up or soften the skin that you're treating if you're dealing with very dry hands, if you're dealing with cracked heels, if you're dealing with intractably dry face. You can use petroleum jelly very heavy-handedly, apply it to those areas, and get tremendous conditioning effects. In many cases, you can utilize a process called slugging with heavy-handed application of petroleum jelly to the area in question, whether it's the face, the hands, or maybe even the privates in certain conditions that cause vaginal or penile dryness, such as lichen sclerosis. You can use slugging as the heavy-handed application of petroleum jelly to that area, mostly overnight, to let the petroleum jelly protect the skin, occlude the skin, and provide an environment for the skin to recover and to create its own skin barrier elements and emerge at the end of the night nice, soft, and plump, certainly softer and plumper than what you start out with. Now, for those of you who cannot stand petroleum jelly for whatever reason, you either don't like the texture, you don't like the experience, you don't like the notion that it is made out of petrochemicals, consider using our Butter Oasis Moisturizing Balm, which is a vegan alternative to petroleum jelly. It's made with shea butter, cocoa butter, and argan oil, only 3 vegan, edible, organic ingredients. It can be used from head to toe, from the hair as a hair balm, face moisturizer, lip balm. You can use it inside the nostrils as well. You can use it anywhere on the body, on the hands. It's an excellent cuticle moisturizer. You can use it for sore nipples. You can use it on the belly. You can use it on the legs and on the feet. And you can use it after shaving as well, which will really soothe that skin after you've abraded it with that razor blade. So consider buying this product. You can get it at drbibiorganics.com. Get yours now. So there you have it, the multiple use of the magical white petroleum jelly and the vegan alternative, Butter Oasis Moisturizing Balm. For more information about excellent skincare and how to take care of your skin in the most cost-effective way possible, pick up my book, 6 Skin, Skincare Made Simple, on Amazon.com, now available in audio. Thanks for watching. God bless.